It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chargers and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the L.A. Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets. And
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're brought out by a former #1 overall pick coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. Throwing is Hurts. Man open, here is Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. On now the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them. But that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 25 carries, 113 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance. I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Goff. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Hunt will try going up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he takes it in for the Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Hurts. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here is 3rd down and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one too low. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but it'll be 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out. Well, they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A give to ETN running right. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
He's across midfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one complete to Christian Kirk. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That one deep for London. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Jones on the return. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The pass caught by Olave. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 16. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. And Cook has it left side. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return.
Holding, receiving team.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Now he's free at the 35. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. ETN up the middle. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Olave holds it in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Finally, on Monday Night Football, a late-season doubleheader. Titans and Dolphins from South Florida, followed by the Packers and Giants from MetLife Stadium. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Hurts throw into the hands of Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This one swung out here to Jones. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They run again with Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Goff. Short throw to Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They go play action with Hurts. A short throw here to Latu. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into, In this case, unsuccessfully.
And some strong running. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds them to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now it's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Goff now to throw. Short throw to Smith. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 45 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll try the middle with Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. More from L.A. in a moment. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Hunt will score. Touchdown Chargers.
Well, he's been a workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point try now for Moody. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. He's got a full head of steam. Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cole Beasley. his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. L.A. readies for its next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Play action. It's Goff. And he rifles one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ayuk goes in motion. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 3rd and 9 here. Back to throw, Goff. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here's Jones. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Quick throw to Olave. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's a give to Etienne. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 70 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. 2nd and 6. Up the middle, Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with ETN. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Travis Etienne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, gone. Got a man, that's IU. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Again, gone. It's complete to Williams. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
Gain of 6. And the Chargers.
Gone. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Out of the gun. Goff. And the ball is knocked out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the red zone now, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Face mask. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
To throw is Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Goff. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Buying time to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jared Goff taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity, or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now an option play on second down. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Still third down.
Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Denver, they move back over 500 at 7-6. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.